So after that great response from that chakra video, I got asked a question about Kundalini. And what is Kundalini? What blocks Kundalini? How does Kundalini relate to flow state? I think these are all very interesting questions. And I think a lot of the knowledge that we have out there comes from anecdotal, personal experiences, very subjective realities, and strange kinds of epiphenomena that happen from these experiences, right? That people have gone through, spiritually awakening and things like this. This is my own perspective in regards to the work that I've done, looking at Serpent Rising, looking at Om Swami stuff, reading a lot of literature, going through my own awakenings and my own experiences. So hopefully this can give you some insight on how you can awaken yours. Upward Spiral Gang, let's go.
Yeah. I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy. I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Why do I go like this? This is Bodhidharma, okay? Heike, he cut his arm off to show commitment to the process. Feels good to be back here out in nature. Let me just sit down and let's start talking about this topic, okay? First of all, every fucking movie that you've seen on planet Earth, right? It's a journey of you coming back to you. Well, yeah, Harry Potter, the main character, goes on this quest, but is it really that quest to defeat Voldemort? Or is Voldemort a projection of his shadow? All these stories are just metaphors, right? The Sith and the Jedis, right? It's always been a journey back to the self. Man, I'm getting goosebumps while even saying this. I'm getting like a deja vu. Because that's been my own life journey, man. I've always tried to run away from myself. But as soon as I got back to the self, something magical started happening, and I can't really explain it with words. Okay, words do it injustice. The Kundalini experience is very, very individualized for every person, I believe. And we can't think of these overarching ideas that, someone will tell you, follow this 8-fold path, follow this 9-fold path, follow this, 17-fold path, okay? I'm not taking away from that at all because, some of the stuff that I've seen and read and understood are very valid. I mean, I have my own Flomo Sapien program where I take you through the chakras, 7 weeks, 7 chakras, right? Understand the Ida and the Pingala through the Sushumna is this masculine and feminine energy coming together. A lot of people think they're integrated. A lot of guys say, oh, I'm integrated in my masculine, but they're more feminized than I can ever imagine. Jesus Christ said the kingdom of heaven is within you. We can access that bliss and create heaven on earth through activating these energies. Now, what does Kundalini mean? Kunda is a pit, okay? It's like a dark pit. And a lot of people talk about it being this coiled serpent at the bottom of your spine, right? In the Muladhara. Lean is absorbing something. And Kundalini, E is the energy absorbing in the pit. So this coiled serpent energy at the bottom of your spine is essentially Kundalini. Now, when it starts to rise and it goes all the way to Sahasrara chakra, which is the crown chakra, then we have something called an awakening, okay? Kundalini awakening, we call it. Kundalini is this primal creative life force energy, this manifestation energy. And essentially what it's there to do is awaken you towards your own greatness and power that has been lying dormant within you your whole life. It's basically similar to saying the shadow work that is within you. I saw this meme the other day. Most dudes be saying where the bitch is at, but avoiding to look inside themselves, okay? So this awakens you to your greatness, your power, your divinity, okay? Makes you a demigod walking on the earth, essentially. So it's this polar opposite, the shadow work inside of you working. The more you delve into the shadows, the more you rise up to the light. It is only through the gates of hell you reach heaven. It's like you go down and then up. When this energy awakens, you realize that the whole universe is inside of you. All of life's potential is within you. It's not from seeking things externally. You understand the flow cycle. I understand it through this masculine, feminine energy, just like Ida and Pingala, or yin and yang. You have the struggle phase, which is more so yang, pushing energy. Then you have the release phase, letting go. A yin yang in the flow state, all both together integrated. creating this experience of Shushumna. This activation, flow state activation, right? This channel. And then finally, we have the recovery phase, which is again more of a yin, relaxation, a rest. Similarly, if you notice your chakras, it goes from the root chakra, masculine, then it goes into a water chakra. It goes fire chakra, water chakra, sacral, then it goes masculine again, solar plexus. Feminine again in the heart. It goes like this, masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, until it reaches the top where Shiva and Sati, or you could say Parvati in a sense, with the reincarnated form, meet, okay, and the union of that. So we're all trying to be in union with what we are, with who we are. We're trying to merge with it. The issue becomes, we become aware of all of our shortcomings ever since we're, small children. When we're born into the world, we come with a lot of conditioning, a lot of baggage, a lot of karma. And this comparison to others, this comparison trap, causes us to feel inadequate, not good enough. And whatever we feel like we lack, nature propels us to take action on that lack. So, I'm thirsty, I need to drink water. I'm hungry, I need to eat food, I'm horny, I need to have sex. It's like, that is that process that we are all conditioned into. Now, it's not good to hold in that true nature or that impulse, and that, it's like holding in your poop, It's like a burnout culture is like, oh, let me just get through this last email and hold in my shit, so I can go through it. What are you doing? Okay, nature calls, baby. So what do we want in life, man? Really, though. We want to feel fulfilled. We want to feel complete and whole. That's the whole process of Kundalini. Don't overcomplicate this thing. Your feeling of wholeness and completeness, I am the way that I am, acceptance, complete total acceptance with yourself. Why do you drink Jack Daniels in the middle of the night? To feel fulfilled. Why do you go to strip club? To feel fulfilled, okay? Why do you chase money, power, status? To feel fulfilled. We feel like we need to have someone or something to feel fulfilled. But the trip is, we already are. Mic drop, okay? We are already blissfully pure and complete and whole. But we feel like we are broken, that there is something wrong with us. There's nothing wrong with you, my friend. You seek love because you are love. You have that dormant potential within you in the first place to notice it. In that seeking of abundance, you realize you have the abundance already within you. Awakening is putting an end to attracting the wrong things in life, man. Negative energies, things like this. Kundalini is not a physical reality. So whenever I see these people equating Kundalini to the physical body, it kind of weirds me out. It's like someone selling you a chakra pendant online for a lot of money, or saying they can touch your, third eye like this and awaken you. Now, hey, I haven't experienced that personally, but I have been around certain places or temples or, experiences in my own life where I've gone, whoa, this is trippy. This is not normal, right? This is not something that you find in a book somewhere. This is an experience. You feeling highly energized, or you having some kind of a, headache or ascension symptoms, you feeling feather light, or you having a blinding flashes of light. These are all real experiences that people have, right? But that doesn't mean that you got to compare your experiences to somebody else and be like, oh, but I don't feel my, the serpent coiling up my spine, and therefore I do not. Hey, that's all a projection, okay? This is all just stories that people are saying, that this like a serpent that coils up and, reaches on the top. The imagery of the Akashic or the cosmic egg is that cosmic egg breaks and then, drips that yolk or that amrita down into the rest of the, the body, the experience. So just like a snake sheds its skin, this is about you shedding your negativity, you transmuting your shadows, right? You going through this process or this journey. The best way for this energy to rise, man, turn inwards and meditate. That's it. That's the simplest way that I can, bring this to you like this through a video. Just turn inwards and meditate. That's all it's gonna take. And what blocks the Kundalini, in my own personal perspective and from Om Swami's perspective, it's fear, man. It's fear. You're scared. If you keep scolding a small child, just like you do with your inner child, of course it's gonna, curl up into a ball and lie down in bed, scared like this. What do we do when we're scared? We shiver and we curl up into a ball. We need someone else to validate this thing for us, right? It's like you're afraid of yourself, your own potential, your golden shadow. So fear curls up. What makes it bloom? Acceptance, flow state. And acceptance is equated to meditation. Meditation creates more space, but it also creates more acceptance. You're not trying to resist your thoughts, your negative thoughts through meditation. You're watching it like a present observer, right? So Kundalini is like this extreme makeover, like spiritual edition, okay? Like home makeover style, okay? It's basically like a console upgrade. I'm explaining it to the youth out there, okay? You guys need to understand it through different words. So this is how I'm gonna explain it. You got PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, right? You got upgrades. So you wanna purge away this fear energy, okay? Which links us to this survival mentality, this victim mentality, right? I can't survive, I'm not good enough, there's not enough resources to go around, everything's coming to an end. Okay, this apocalyptic mentality that you see in a lot of people are people who aren't accessing the true gifts and potential that is already within you. Man, your brain is the greatest pharmacy in the world, and the psychology community, tries to medicate us and get us addicted to these psychiatric drugs and things like that, man. Man, all my clients and patients that I get, Padawans that come to me, I'm not going to prescribe the medication. I understand that through sound healing, through music, through understanding themselves, through going on this internal process or this doing the shadow work, that's truly what's going to help them. Now, alongside that, if in a very severe case you need to take medication, okay, go for that. But I'm not like pushing it out there like you need to medicate yourself, you need to numb yourself. No. We're looking for the nectar of immortality, entering the body through the bindu. You see the bindu, right? A bindu is like, you see a lot of these monks with like a little tuft of hair coming from here. It's like behind your third eye, right? Is really where that energy kind of resides in a sense. The elixir of life, the food of the gods, story of Santa Claus or the colostrum. I don't know if that's a legit thing, but that's an interesting, correlation too. Ambrosia and spiritual and esoteric traditions. What impedes the flow of Kundalini, man? You questioning the process. You trying to supersede or speed it up in some way. So if you have fire, which is the Kundalini burning, and if you have water, which is you, 70% of you is water, right? And you can say the you is your memories in a sense, right? Well, your memories are illusions or mind bound through this human form, right? But understand that through the fire and the water, a steam or an essence is produced. Now, people also talk about spontaneous Kundalini. This could come from trauma or certain hallucinogenic drugs, things like this. But even that won't really reach the ajna in a sense. It will kind of give you like a brief experience of it, a psychosomatic kind of understanding of it, but it won't really give you that true experience of you doing the hard work, you going through the process, you meditating and taking time to meditate every day and just making it a part of your lifestyle and not this party trick of let me awaken myself. I mean, obviously the trauma comes as a defense mechanism split, so to avoid us from feeling that pain in the physical body, we get this pop in the metaphysical world. You have Shaktipat, which is a guru, or you have someone who's gone through the Kundalini process themselves, them sharing their wisdom with you and things like that. It can come through thought and emotion from you or somebody else, okay? This is why it's so important for us to also hang around and absorb a lot of these spiritual teachings, right? Like I love listening to Muji or Adyashanti or all these, spiritual teachers. You really start to get their essence of their awakening and how it affected them, like just through their language and the way that they speak, and they're so relaxed, and they're so in their own element. I see a few public speakers also with the clarity in their eyes. They have like a deep set of presence in their eyes, like they have vitality and energy in their eyes, right? I don't know if I have that. I would be kind of, tooting my own horn to say that I do. But hey, we all want this fresh pair of eyes, this new experience of the world. We want this third iOS, right? Upgrade. So, hey, I believe that everybody has access to these gifts, man. It's not like this very elite thing or something like that. Like you have to go to Mount Kailash, you have to go through all of these processes, you have to, devote your whole life in bhakti. You have your own understanding and your own path of what you've heard or what you've seen in movies about Kundalini, or weird, like, conditioning that'll keep you stuck in your ego, your spiritual ego, right? Of course, you do need tenacity and determination and these kinds of things. At the same time, a lot of people, they say, oh, I've awakened it too fast, I've awakened the Kundalini too fast, I'm getting these dangerous side effects and things like this. Remove your fear. Go from fear to flow. With it, I went from a journey of being completely anxious, having panic attacks all the time, to nowadays feeling very certain about myself and confident. So hey man, if I can do it, I believe you can do it too. You have no excuse to stay in that negative state and that fear. So remove that fear, get out of that fight or flight mentality and get more into rest, digest, and that meditation, that acceptance within yourself, man. Where you understand that, hey man, every state is a good state. Basically what I'm saying is, don't overcomplicate and crunch your head into this egoic mess. Instead, experience egolessness, experience timelessness through meditation and meditative practices. And don't just do it 5 minutes a day and then forget about it and be stressed the rest of your day. Try and be mindful throughout your day, man, and try to have that frequency or that energy and keep it alive in your own state of beingness. And try to amplify that throughout your day, right? Try to carry that energy with you rather than just making this temporary, burst of an experience. Eastern philosophy can merge with Western productivity. If you want to work with me personally, one-on-one in a more intimate setting, Bali retreat coming out in November. Just got to state that, you know what I mean? Got to plug myself. If you are a man on this process and you need help with your own spirituality or your own spiritual journey, or you feel lost in your own spiritual process, reach out to me on Instagram and we can set up a meeting. And I got to quickly qualify to make sure that you're right for the Primal Sutra process. If not, move along. I go my way, you go your way. That's fine with me. But if you do resonate with these videos, this process, hey, you might find some value in that. So, join the free Telegram group. We have a free Telegram group where I do different channeled sessions. And, oh, hey there, buddy. What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? That's what I'm saying to you. Huh? Hey, man, we all want to be cool. We all want to be badass. We want to feel like gods and superheroes, but nobody really tells us any pathway or how to do that or how to feel that or how to be that. I think Kundalini is one of the ways that you can, honest to God. I think that through your own process of understanding this energy, this coiled energy at the bottom of your spine, and raising it up, you're going to start to learn things about yourself that you never would have known. It's like, you have your idea on how your destiny is going to go, and the universe has their idea of what's there in store for you, and it's way greater than you ever can freaking imagine, man. Have an incredible day. May the flow be with you, and stay legendary. Let's get it. Upward spiral. Gang, gang.